In this video I will turn these old lengths of 2x6 and 2x4 into a low stool chair for my wife, and I will show you exactly how to make this for yourself. And to make it a little more interesting, I will only use basic tools, and by basic I mean a circle saw, jigsaw and a drill. Next, I'm trying to figure out how to install the legs, and since it's a gift from my wife, I want it to be extra nice. So that's why I'm pushing my current skill level. For the legs I started with a 2x4, but I changed it for a 2x6. For strength purposes this is probably not necessary, but I think it looks way better. So with one leg done, I have a template that I can use for the other 3 legs. And this will speed things up quite a bit. Next, I'm trying to figure out how to make the seat, and for this I will use some more of the 2x6. But first I need to check whether the seat is an actual square. Here I'm marking out the space for the legs in the seat, because the idea is that the legs will be visible in the seat. For every leg I make sure that it's at a tight fit in the seat, and since it's gonna be a lot of pieces I numbered everything so I don't mix it up later down.
Dit is de beste. Oh.
For strength purposes I also added extra pieces to go underneath the seat. Probably not necessary, but I just like it to be extra strong. I'm coloring all the pieces that need to be cut out, and the reason for this is simple. I just want to make sure that I cut out the right stuff. This is where I'm putting the seat and everything together, and this is just to make sure that everything is fitting all right. So after cutting off the ends of the support pieces, it's finally time to put everything together. So this is where I return to the way that I like to operate, with speed, style and strength. And that's most of the reason why I use screws, because it gives me the speed, but also versatility to take things apart, to make adjustments if needed. And just like that, the project was put together. So next up, I decided to do a quick sanding to make it look just a little bit better.
Alright, so this is it for this far. Right now it ain't bad, but it also ain't perfect. I used just an old rag to wipe off the dust. It's just water. I'm gonna do some research to see how I can like fill up the cracks that you see here, and also like to the sides here. It is pretty much what I had in mind, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I also realized that it ain't perfect by any means. The use of the screws right here, and also on the inside, here and all over basically. It's my current skill set and also the current tools that I have available, so I make the most of that. I realized that you know, it's like the woodworker's standard to have like no screws visible, but as it is right now, these are the tools and this is the skill that I have available. So I'm gonna work towards improving my skill set, and in the future I'm also gonna gradually invest in tools that I can use to do a better job. But you know, I just want to inspire here as well, because I'm just a guy, I'm just a dad. I'm making stuff with the limited things and the limited time that I have available, and it's also to inspire, because I believe that if you just put some time and effort into things, you can always do way more than you initially thought. So I'm gonna work on this one more time, and then this project is finished for now. And I think in the future I'm gonna iterate on this, so it's gonna evolve in the coming years, and I still need to come up with a catchy name, because I like the basic design. Like, there's something to it, like you know, the two pieces of wood here, the pieces to the side with the legs sticking up here, and also the fact that they're being supported here. I think it's a solid design. I also like the rugged wood, because this is all leftover wood from the construction of our house, so it really adds something to it. Yeah, so that's it for this time. I'm gonna continue with this next day, and then the result is gonna be pretty awesome. So it has been a minute since I last worked on this project. I made this in December of last year, and right now it's September. My plan was to finish this project today. I wanted to do wood filling and also some staining, but the staining will have to wait because for some reason I only ordered the pre-stain but not the stain itself. So I'm just gonna do the wood filling and I'm gonna level this project because right now it's totally unleveled. I will try to use my Orbit sander that you see right here. And for the wood filling, I'm just going to use this wood filler. I don't have much experience wood filling, but I'll see how it goes. As a tool for that, I have a paint scraper right here. Now, the way I'm going to work is like this. The ports here is pretty level, so if you look at the level right here, you can see like the floor is leveled this way, and if I turn it, maybe some dirt. It's also leveled, so that's gonna be my reference point because right now the stool it really is not leveled, because if I put this one next to it and I put the level on top, you can clearly see that things are pretty much out of whack. So that's not how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna level it first and then I'm gonna continue with the wood filler. Okay, since it's very wobbly, I think I'm gonna start by just measuring the length right here. So if I figure if the length of all 4 legs is the same, it should be less wobbly, and then it might be easy, more doable to sand it so it's more leveled right now. So I'm just gonna start by double checking since it has been such a long time. So this is 31.4. Oh wow, this is 31. 31. 30.4. Oh wow. Okay, so this is the shortest one. This is 30.4. 31, 31, 31.4. So that means I'm just gonna take off some of the wood of these 3, and this one is gonna be the reference point. And I'm just gonna mark. Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my carpenter square to make sure that I get a straight line right here. Repeat the same here. And with the 3rd leg, I don't need to do anything. So like this, I think I have enough space to work. So I'm gonna do it from the bottom, and I'm gonna do my best to keep it extremely straight. Okay, it's already wobbly. Right, I can fix it with putting a small piece of wood underneath. Okay, so this goes underneath here. And so I'm gonna make sure that the blade lines up here, and then I will do my best to make a straight cut. I'm gonna push a little bit towards me here. Okay. Apart from the wobbliness, it's completely leveled. So the strategy of just measuring the legs, it did a trick, and to sand this, it would have been so much work. It would have been undoable, literally. So this was a nice shortcut. I'm gonna fix the wobbliness because that will have to be done using the Orbit sander. But you can see like how it wobbles. So that means that it wobbles like so. So it means that this leg and that leg, that's where the wobbliness is, so to speak. So I'm just gonna do that with a lot of trial and error, I think. I'm just gonna sand it down and keep on checking it until I have found the right balance. Well, you know, it's a handmade project, so as long as it's close enough, close to almost perfect, then I'm good to go. So I'm going to move on to the next part, which is applying some wood filler. I do not have much experience with wood filler, so I think I'm just gonna wing it. I ordered, I think, a pretty large box of wood filler, but basically all the open cracks, like what you see here and here and here, I'm gonna fill all of that up. Then I will let it dry for a good while, and then do another bit of very good sanding, of heavy sanding, let's put it like that. And yeah, that should really bring it out, I hope. So I will start by cleaning the surface with like a very damp cloth. I was just sanding it, and I have no idea where the sawdust ended up. But I think with chemicals like a wood filler, it's always good measure to you know, clean it a little extra so it works a little better. Oh, and also we have these screws here. Looks a little bit off, so I'm gonna add some wood filler here, some wood filler here. Every bad part I'm gonna fill with wood filler. Or maybe I should leave the screws, because then if I need to disassemble it at some point in time, I can still access them easily. So I'm not gonna do the screws. Okay, so I got like the standard Gorilla wood filler. I know that Gorilla glue is pretty good, and the Gorilla tape is pretty decent, so let's see how this product is. Okay, so the pack said to need it, and I don't much feel like doing it with my hand, so I'm just gonna use the knife, the painting knife, and I'm gonna see what happens. Oh. It feels moist, so I guess that's a good sign. And frankly, it looks like it's ready to use. Yes, it is. I'm gonna sand it again, so then any unevenness will come out then, because I can imagine that this stuff will come off pretty easily. So that's it. Right now it looks pretty rough. It says it needs 1 hour for shallow sanding and 2 to 6 hours for deep sanding. So that means I'm gonna continue this next day. Like so, it looks pretty rough, but I think once I sand it and then stain it, it's gonna come out pretty nice. Working with the paint scraper, it actually worked pretty well. I'm not sure what tool you're supposed to use for this, but it seems perfect for the job. So it has been a minute since I last worked on the stool, actually about a year, can you believe that? So it Today I'm gonna stain it. I leveled it a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, the first order of business is to sand down all the wood filling. Now I have standard Gorilla wood filling, but check this out. Like, dust contains a chemical which can cause cancer, and those cancer warnings are on everything these days. So it makes me a little bit spooked. So I'm gonna wear my mask while I sand it down, and I will do it not on the porch. I'll do it out in the open. And luckily there is a little bit of a breeze today. Alright, so right now the wood is damp, which is not good for painting, so it needs to dry up first, and then in a few hours I'll see how it looks then, and if it's dry enough then I will paint it then. So this is the wood stain I'm gonna use for the stool, and I still want to try if the staining comes out nicer than painting, so that's why I went with this. I bought this online, this paint, and on the picture it looked really big, but then it came and was like really small, so I hope it's gonna be big enough for the entire project. And also I had bought special pads for staining, and then it came with a big cancer warning on it, so now I'm reluctant to use that, so I'm just gonna use a brush instead and see how that goes. The description was brush or rag, so both should be able to work well. I was going to stir it, but it's really thin, so I guess you can apply it to just like that, so it makes it easier. Now it's so dark cutting. Now I only have a big brush, so I need to make the most of it. The brush is way bigger than the can, so let's see how it goes. Alright, I think I'm done staining, and I only used a little less than half of the can, so I'm really surprised at that. My first reaction is that when using a lot of the wood filler, it really doesn't match, because I can still see exactly where I used the wood filler, and it really has a different color from all the rest. So I think this stain is best to use when you have like clean wood and you didn't use any wood filler. Yeah, I'm gonna call my wife to get her first response. So babe, what do you think of the stool?
Oh wow! It's beautiful. Oh.
You really
Okay.
think so, babe?
Yes, it's nice. I
Oh,
like
thank
it.
you so much.
So it's
Thank you so
half to
much.
dry now, and then we can use it.
Yeah, about 12 hours and then it should be good to go.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, thank you so much, babe.
Okay.
That's it.
No, it's really nice. I've always longed for a nice little chair to sit on.
It's heavy, it's
Yeah,
stable.
Stable. A
Yeah.
stool. Like a stool?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, stool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, cool.
The children will love it as well.
Yeah, I think so too. Might be too heavy for the other two.
Yeah, I think so too.